welcome to another wig review. Today we're going to be reviewing this wig from Tinashe hair. I'll also be showing you all the mistakes that you can make when you're fitting your wig, because I think I made about 10 mistakes when I was fitting it. So keep watching to see how you can fix those mistakes that you can make when you're fitting a lace front wig. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if hair videos, makeup videos, beauty and all that sort of thing is something that you are interested in. I am here to make all the mistakes so that you don't have to. So hopefully we can learn from each other. Okay, so as you've seen, it came in a nice box and it came with a few goodies, these ridiculously large eyelashes, and it all had Tinashe on it. It's got this information leaflet as well. It gives you some coupons in there. So this is what the wig looked like when it came out of the box. Really nice, really fresh, really curly. I liked how they wrapped it in net like they all do. It's good because that net keeps the hair bouncy and it stops it from tangling when it's being sent to you. I did have to bleach this. Most of them say that it's been pre-bleached and pre-plucked. It was pre-plucked, but I did have to bleach the knots myself. It did fit me perfectly and the lace bleached quite well. So this is where it all goes wrong. I decided to use liquid foundation on the base of the lace. I don't know why, because I knew it would interfere with the glue, but you know when you're doing something wrong and you just keep hoping that it's gonna come out right. Also, it didn't match my skin, but anyway, I put that liquid foundation on. I cleaned the surface of my skin so that that glue could stick, even though I used liquid foundation, and I used the olive oil Fix It Grip Gel on my edges. I didn't really lay my edges properly. I think I was just rushing, which I shouldn't have done. And then I used the spray and I blow dried that in place, but you can tell that it's all lumpy. I could feel that it wasn't going to stick, but I continued anyway, hoping that it would. So normally when I stick my wigs down, I will always cut the excess lace first and then measure where the glue should go, and then I'll stick it down once the excess lace has been cut. And I know some people can, I've watched videos where some people stick it down with the excess lace and cut off the lace after sticking it down, but I always find that when I do it this way, I always end up having to cut bits that I've glued down, that have stuck down, and that is exactly what happened in this case. So this is me still hoping that it's going to turn out right. I was just using the back of a rat tail comb to fix that down, and then I cut the lace around my ears first of all, but you can see through the lace that the glue has gone through. So when I was cutting that lace, I had to cut basically through the glue, if that makes sense. Once I felt that that was dry enough, I got my little razor. Make sure to take the lid off your razor before you start cutting. It just kept going wrong, so I used liquid foundation first of all, which stops the glue from sticking down, and then I went ahead and over glued the layer of glue, and the wig was sat behind the glue. So when I was cutting the lace, it was just white, as you can tell in the video right now. But I thought, oh, it'll be fine if I put a little bit of water on it. And when I saw it, I was just like, oh, what a waste of time. So this is what it looked like after I cut the lace. I also wasn't able to cut the lace properly because I'd glued down too much. So I was trying to cut pieces of lace and finding that they were stuck down. So it just looked ridiculous. And yeah, you can tell. And the foundation didn't match my skin either. In my head, I was like, I can make it work, but I just decided, let me take the whole thing off. It was looking ridiculous. It wasn't matching my skin at all. I know the foundation was too light for my face, and the consistency of liquid foundation just added an extra layer to that lace as well. So always make sure you tint your lace before you put it on so that you're not adding extra layer. If you tint it, it's much better than putting foundation on the base of the lace. That's what this has taught me. So I went to the bathroom, I took the whole thing off, and I washed the whole front of my head and started again. So I'm actually going to gel my edges down properly now with the ORS Fix It Grip Gel. And as you can see, it's a nice clean surface. My edges have been gelled, and even though I know I said before to tint it, I decided to use powder foundation because I have to let the tint air dry, and I didn't have enough time to let it air dry. But for future reference, I will always tint my lace, but powder foundation will always be better than liquid foundation if you don't have tint. Apparently you can use tea as well to tint it. But anyway, the tint I get is from the 8O Experience. I'll put the link in the description box below. So I'm just adding the ORS Fix It Grip Gel to where I know the wig is going to sit, and I'm spraying that with the Fix It spray. I'll put all the details of these products in the description box below, and I'm just blow drying that for about a minute or so, and then I'm going in with the wig and just laying it, and it stuck so much better because I knew that there wasn't any glue in front of the wig when I was sticking it down. And I think this is a method that personally I'm used to. You might be used to the method where you leave the excess lace and then you cut it after it's stuck down, but I think this way is just so much easier, especially if you're a beginner. Once I was comfortable with how stuck it was, I went in with some baby hairs and I just cut those, and then I'm going to gel them down using the green Echo Styler. I think it's the olive oil one. And I'm also using this little comb that I got from my first wig. It's got a brush on one side and a little comb on the other side, and I find it really easy to do my edges with this little comb. I will put the details of this little comb as well in the description box below. And I find that when I'm gluing my wig down, I always get little shiny bits at the front. So what I did was just use a wipe, and I dipped that wipe in rubbing alcohol, and I just kind of dabbed that on the hairline to get rid of the shiny parts. And then I dried it a bit more, and I was happy with the way it looked at this stage. So much happier than how it looked like before. And this step is very essential, so make sure you use a silk band to melt the lace in place with your skin, and it will just look so flawless after. So I left this on for a bit and I did my makeup. I wet the wig as well with a little spray bottle that I got from my first wig, and I'm using this Denman brush, which is amazing for curly hair, to just comb through it, and it activates the curls really well. I would definitely recommend this comb, not this curl, if you have curly hair. Be curly wigs or curly natural hair, it's actually amazing. So I'm just going to untie the silk scarf and show you what it looked like. And I think it melted pretty well. I was really proud of myself. So I'm just going to read out the notes that I wrote on this wig. First of all, I bleached the knots. I didn't like that. I wish it came pre-bleached, but a lot of wigs don't. So I don't like the fact that I had to bleach the knots myself. But even though I bleached the knots myself, hardly got any shedding from this wig, so that is definitely a plus. I also like the fact that I had quite a lot of parting space. It's a 13 by 6 inch lace, and it's very true to length as well. It's definitely 14 inches. It's not 12 inches pretending to be 14 inches. And also the curls are very uniform, which is a sign that it is good quality hair, so that is a plus. I really love the company Tinashe Hair as well. They messaged me on Instagram. They were really good at communication. I've also messaged them on AliExpress because I've bought some things off AliExpress in the past, but I no longer use AliExpress. It scares me now with all this COVID business. I think a lot of sellers on there have started moving mad. They'll send you a 14 inch when you order 20 inches, or they'll mess up your order and then say, oh, we'll give you $10 discount instead, and you keep the order, which is just ridiculous because you've spent over £100 on that order. So I don't mess with AliExpress anymore. So I wouldn't advise you to go on AliExpress and get this wig. I would say go directly to the Tinashe Hair website or message them on WhatsApp and get them to send you a PayPal invoice, and make sure that PayPal invoice is business. Of course it will be business, just do not pay through family and friends. I have learned the hard way to never ever do that unless I'm actually sending a family or friend money. So I would definitely recommend this company. Their hair is amazing, their communication is amazing, and the delivery time was amazing as well. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below and I will answer them. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I definitely learned something. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you want to learn some more. I mean, I've been doing hair for a long time. I've only started doing makeup, but I still feel like I'm a beginner when it comes to doing hair and gluing wigs on. So subscribe to my channel if you want to learn a bit more, and I'll see you in the next video.